Howdy and welcome back to the channel. I am Country Boy, and today we're going to be making best friends with some big ol' flying beasts as we open up Elisa Maza from NECA. Yes, welcome back to Whatcha Figure. This is Elisa Maza from the Gargoyles series, made by NECA. And I couldn't wait to get this figure because I love Elisa Maza. She was integral to that series. It was a great television show. Like I say, it was so good. Good for kids, good for adults. It was a very ahead of its time, I think, TV show from the 90s. I watched a few episodes just recently, and it still stands up today. And there's rumors about maybe a series or maybe even a movie coming in the future. We'll see. But yeah, she was a very important part of the series. She was best friends with the Gargoyles. She helped them out of a lot of jams. They helped her out of some jams too. But she was very important part. And honestly, one of my most memorable episodes had to do with when she got shot by Broadway, and that was pretty hard-hitting television for a kids show, honestly. A show an episode they had to edit later on because they showed, I think, a little too much blood or something. So there's obviously some things that they've had to change because it was meant for kids, but it's also a great show for adults, and I implore anybody to watch this series. But enough about the series. We got a figure to look at, so let's get to looking at the packaging. And here is the packaging for Disney Gargoyles Elisa Maza Ultimate Action Figure. It includes Brooklyn's closed wings as well, if you didn't know that. So here she is looking, she got the red jacket like she always seems to wear on the show. Got herself a flashlight. She is a police officer, so she has to have that. Shining it on a stone version of Goliath. It looks like really cool artwork, I should say. Looks really good. I like the artwork. The side here has an image of the actual figure itself, her with her flashlight. I wouldn't say this is the best rendition of her. It looks okay. It does the job. And then Gargoyles NECA, it says on the side as well too. Here we go. We got more of a write-up of the Gargoyles. Frozen in stone by date. You can go ahead and read that if you want to. I believe they all say the same thing, every single one of these figures. And yeah, just some other poses you can have her with. And you can obviously see Brooklyn with his closed wings. And all the other figures that have been in the line so far. So I got a bunch of these guys. And then there's another image of her as well. I like this face, I think, a little bit better of a representation of her, I think. And with her badge, as you can see. And we go to the top here. It says Elisa Maza. Warning, choking hazard, ages 14 and up. Make sure you are of age. Go to the bottom. Let's give these guys all the credit they deserve because these guys are responsible for making this figure. Let's open this guy up, or gal up, I should say. And there she is. Look at the windswept hair she has going on there. Got herself a little kitty on the side. Looking really cool. And then there she is inside the packaging right there. So I guess there's nothing left to do but to get into the packaging. And here is Elisa Maza out of the packaging. She definitely, I think she looks better out of the packaging than she did in those pictures, honestly. I'm liking the way she looks a lot more in hand than on those images. But before I get to looking at her specifically, let's look at some of her accessories, which include these hands right here. And she comes with, basic hands, obviously. This one's more of a trigger hand, so she's got, because she is a police officer, so she can put her hand on a gun, obviously. And then this one is more of just a gripping hand. It's just a basic holding gripping hand, and there's not too much detail. They are just cartoon characters, so I guess they went which is a basic level of detail, good skin color, good skin tone, whatnot, but they look like good hands regardless. And then there's these two hands here as well, another trigger hand. So if you want to put a trigger hand in her right hand, trigger hand in her left hand, your choice. And then this hand here looks like she's holding something, maybe her badge, I'm guessing, is what you would put in this hand right here. So that's the idea with this one. But yeah, these look same level of detail, not too crazy. Looks good for her. And then you also come with this badge, as I just mentioned. Looks really cool. It definitely looks like she is a police officer. This is the badge that she would show off. It's like, hey, freeze. And nothing going on in the back there, but the front, yeah, good level of detail. It looks very, very shiny. I would believe her if she said she was a police officer. And then over here, she comes with this flashlight, as most police officers do. You could whack someone over the head with it, or you could just, go into some deep, dark caves and look for some gargoyles and whatnot. I got a little red dot right there for the button, and then you got the light right there. It does not function, if you are wondering. It does not actually have any batteries in it, but it does look like a big old flashlight that a police officer would have. And then you got this little kitty right here. This is a gray kitty. I don't remember the cat's name. If it even had a name in the show, I could not tell you. The tail is not articulated. The feet are not articulated. The legs are not. The head is articulated. Okay, so it does move. It's a little stiff, but it does move. So you can move the head. There you go. You got that much movement for the head. And then it also comes with a couple extra heads. So there's one right here. This is so you can obviously swap out whichever hair you want. So you can have her with this face. I kind of like this face. It's a good looking face. I wonder how it looks with the hair. I'm gonna definitely play around with that. But it's a good level of detail, I guess, for a cartoon character. It's not too crazy, but it definitely does have an Elisa Maza style look to her. And she's got that one eyebrow raise kind of going on there, which I kind of like. She's kind of thinking, she's smart at somebody, probably, most likely. And then right here, you can see the windswept hair. This one almost reminds me of like Pocahontas with the long windswept hair. You just have some leaves flowing in the background or something. Actually looks really beautiful. This is a beautiful looking face. I might have this face. I'm not even sure. Either this one or that one. I'm not too sure. I kind of like both of these guys. Really beautiful. Love the level of detail in the hair. Definitely evokes the cartoon a little bit. And then you've also got these wings right here for Brooklyn. So this is probably how I'll have Brooklyn because, like I said, all of the gargoyle wings are always so darn big and cumbersome and just take up so much space. So this will definitely cut down on that. And I think they'll look really good on him. I'm hoping these are what I like to see on him. So yeah, I'm going to put these on him and you'll probably see what he looks like at some point in this video. So let's look at the actual figure itself. This is Elisa Maza. And I actually thought there was a piece of hair there. I believed that was hair. I was pulling it off. That maybe it was my dog hair, but it's not. This is Elisa. This is her face. And she's got more of just a straight face, maybe a little bit of a smile sort of going on there. Looks really good. I like the detail in her jacket. The red is really popping. It looks really awesome. That's definitely the jacket that she wore in the show more often than not. And then the black shirt underneath. And definitely some acid washed jeans it looks like here too. Really definitely evokes the 90s look with the acid washed jeans. Really cool. Good level of detail. Love everything on here. Like, look at the long hair. Look at those eyes. Look at the mouth. Just beautiful. She looks really good. Like the silver and the zippers just really add to that level of detail on her. And she comes with these fisted hands, so she's ready to punch somebody. She means business. She ain't gonna mess around. And then yeah, look at these jeans. Look at the level of detail here in the pockets in the back there. Just beautiful. Nice badonk going on there. And then the boots she wears. Beautiful. So while we're here, let's look at some articulation. With this hair on her, there isn't too much going back for the head, but going forward, she's got a decent forward movement anyways. And then side to side is decent as well too. And then her arms go up about yay far right there. There is actually a bicep cut. I did not realize that. So she's got a bicep cut. I can do a little bit of swiveling here if I want to. And then the arms got double jointed elbows, so she can bend right in that far. Pretty good. And then she's got the wrists that swing all the way around, and then they bend up and down, a little bit stiff, or do they go forward and back? Oh, sorry, they go forward and back, not up and down. They go up and down. They go up. What the hell? Where do they go? They go up and down. Yes, they go up and down. They were just a little bit stiff. That is maybe going to need some editing there. So yes, up and down is the way that the wrists go. And then we will look at, there is a bit of an ab crunch there, or a waist swivel, if you will. Some good movement, decent. Good for a human anyways. And then the legs can go out about that far right there. You can kind of see the whites of like the pegs inside there, but that's not terrible. And then they go forward that far and back about that far. And the knees are double jointed as well, so she can kick her own butt almost. It goes right up about there. And then the feet, they got a decent rocker. I guess they're a little bit stiff, but a little bit of movement there. They go up like that. They go back like that. Oh, good ballerina pose. Beautiful. So yeah, she's got actually quite good movement. I think she's a little more agile than some of the gargoyles are anyways. But yeah, that's going to do it for her articulation and some of her accessories. So next up, I'll do some comparing with some other figures in this line and kind of see how she fares and see how everything looks. So stay tuned for that. And so here I got Elisa with her windswept hair, with a little bit more of a stoic looking face, just kind of straight face, but still very beautiful. I got her with her flashlight and her badge, and I think she looks just amazing like this. But there is one thing I forgot to mention that she does not come with. I don't know if you're aware of this, but she is a police officer, as I mentioned, and she does not come with a gun. What the heck is going on, NECA? It's probably not NECA's fault. I think it's more of a Disney thing. Like I said earlier in this episode, that there was one episode where she was shot, and people were in an uproar when that episode came on TV. So I'm thinking it has something to do with that. They don't want to promote guns with kids' TV shows, which I think is, I understand it, I get it. But if you're curious, she does have those trigger hands. So I found a gun from the Hasbro line. This is from my... Spider-Man Noir is what this gun is. So it's a Luger. Obviously, it's not a police issue type gun, but it does fit perfectly. Like, her hand grips it beautifully, and then her finger goes right in the trigger hole. So she is set up to use some, Hasbro type guns. If you have any laying around, maybe you want to put it on her. So I'm just letting you know that does work if you wanted to use that for her. So without further ado, let's get to some comparisons with some of the other characters in this line. I'll start with one of my favorites. Actually, so far, my favorite figure in this line. I gotta go with Broadway right here. And you can see, obviously, he's got those big wings still. He does not quite fit in the picture, but looking awesome with her. I think it stands about the right size, how he would be to her in the TV show, looking furious and awesome as ever. And then I'll throw in, the dog of the group, Bronx. Bronx always loved her. She and him kind of got along a lot. So I think it looks really cool. He definitely fits in with her look. The just awesome detail on both of them. It's really well done. And then without further ado, I thought I'd gotta show you Brooklyn with his wings, his new draped wings, and they look really good. Yes, I do still like his other look better with the big open wings, but I mean, they're so big and cumbersome. It's just so hard to pose. I got to keep him with these wings on right now. These look good too. It's not as dynamic, obviously, as the big imposing wings like I like to have with the other guys. But that will do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed everything. This is Elisa Maza. I had a lot of fun opening her up, I should say. I am CountryBoy9 with an underscore in there somewheres. Go ahead and give me a like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. And also, if you want to check me out on another channel, I do another channel with my friends called Wasted Opinions. We have a blast. Sometimes we'll talk about gargoyles. You never know when we're going to talk about. That's going to do it for now. Like I said, I am CountryBoy. I put the sass in sarsaparilla. And be sure to let me know what you figure.